All right. Well, it's first week of recruiting, and I'm here with y'all. So that means we've had a good year. This is awesome to have a press conference this week. Like I said, that means that we're playing for our championship, and really proud of our team. Great season. 11-1. This football team has been a lot of fun to coach. Proud of our staff. Everybody is well documented, by everyone, what all we lost off of this team, or last year's team. And, to see this group, go back to work, obviously coming off a national championship, and to see them go back to work in January and embrace a new journey, new challenges, and to watch the competition unfold on our practice field and fall camp it's been fun. Some of the new guys that have come in and emerged, it's been just a joy to be around this team and just watch them find ways to win games. We're kind of what I thought we would be, and just proud of them. I mean, it's like I said, not many people picked them to win the division, but we got that done, and obviously. Really excited that we were able to win our state championship as well. So, we've hit 3 of our goals, and we got 2 left. So we'd obviously like to go 5 for 5 on those goals. Usually good things happen when we do that. But we got a big challenge this week with Miami. And congratulations to Miami. What a year they've had. This is a really, really good football team. This is the way it should be. It's a championship game, and you got the best team from the Coastal and the best team from the Atlantic. It's been earned on the field by both teams, and now you got 4 quarters to decide who's going to be able to, stake claim to being the ACC champion for 2017. So it's a great matchup. Defensively, they are really, 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 really good. They look like Clemson. It looks like our practice tape when I watch this defense. I mean, they got some cats up front now. These guys, there's a bunch of pros. 9, 99, 87, 33, 97. I mean, they got a lot of them. They are really athletic, big, heavy-handed, well-coached defensive front, and then, backers can fly, big physical guys that can run, and speed on the back end. So they're a complete defense. It's going to be a challenge at all 3 levels. They lead the nation in turnover margin. They lead the nation in sacks. They're second in the nation in tackles for loss. And I think we're kind of right there behind them or right there with them in just about every category defensively. So you got 2 great defenses going against each other, and then on the flip side, offensively, they can run. They're very balanced. First of all, incredibly balanced. This is as balanced a football team as we've played all year. And that presents problems. When you have a team that can play with balance, it challenges you. And so they've not been one-dimensional at all. They're a team that hangs their hat on being able to run the football and play action and the boots that come off of that. So, that's a challenge. They've got, I think, 4 out of 5 offensive linemen back that started for them last year. A lot of experience in the offensive line. I love this running back. This little number 24 now. He's a baller. He is a really good player. A huge loss for him with the tight end. It's really unfortunate. You just hate that for the young man. He is a great player. 23. Obviously he got hurt, but they got bunch of dudes outside. They got some guys that can run. They got size. So it's a great matchup. I'm very impressed with this quarterback. He's made a lot of plays with his legs. He's very athletic, I think Mark's done a fantastic job in giving them a chance to win week in and week out with a great plan, and they've stuck to the plan. You know, they've found ways every single week to move the football, and especially in critical situations, in games where they've had to have drives, they have made big plays. 82 is a great receiver outside. Number 4, number 3, them little guys can fly. So, you know, they got a couple big bodies guys. 18 is one of them. So, just a lot of guys to choose from. And again, what you'd expect to see when you're in a championship game. I mean, it's just the way it's supposed to be. So you know it's going to be a game of a few plays. You know, probably going to come down to that turnover margin and big plays. That's usually what decides championship games. And, you know, we all understand that. And then special teams, you know, Barrios, and not to mention Barrios is the leading receiver, but he's also a great returner. So, I mean, he's a guy that's going to present some challenges for us that we've got to have a plan for. He's made plays on everybody. So he's a really, really good football player that is a senior, veteran, smart, savvy guy that you know, is a matchup issue. So a lot to prepare for getting ready for this group, but really excited about it. Should be a great crowd. It's good to be back in Charlotte. I think it's a sellout already and all that type of stuff. So game day and you know, whatever comes with that, it's fun. Be great. It's 4 quarters, man. 4 quarters away from having a chance to go back to the playoff, and you know that's what we're all shooting for.
Coach, you've known Mark Richt for a long time. Your first game at Clemson was against him back in 2003. You coached his son, of course. How has that relationship kind of evolved over the years, and do you think moving down to Miami has kind of reinvigorated him as a coach?
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I think it's a great move for him. I mean, all he did was win at Georgia. I mean, he's just all he's ever done is win. You know, sometimes you know, I know he came up short a couple times in getting to the national championship, but oh Lord, there's a long line of that. It's hard to do that. That's rare, and everything's got to go right for that to happen. But he's a great coach. And I think it was a great hire for them, great fit. He has obviously a very good understanding because of his background, and he's been able to really pull it together and really give them some structure and identity and just kind of reunite Miami, their fan base, their former players. You know, so it's been good to see. I think it's great for our league. You know, I guess his second year to be in the ACC championship, 11-1 football team. It's pretty obvious he's done a great job and done a good job recruiting. But I've always really respected Mark Richt. I think he's a great man, first of all, and I think he's a great coach, and I think he's a guy that truly cares about the players and always has. One of the you know, great men in this business. And so I got nothing but great respect for him, and it's been fun, you know, because I've been around him in recruiting and different things, and like I said, he's always been a very easy guy to deal with, and we've had different conversations along the way, but it's a little different now because I get to be in meetings. We're in meetings together, and so I get to see a more of a working side of him, and it's been good. It's been really good.
Surprised how quickly he turned things around from when you guys saw him a couple years ago, or did you kind of think they had the talent and everything in place?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, Miami's, I mean, they ain't got to go but about a 30-mile radius, and they got plenty of talent. So that's not an issue. Not surprised at all to see the success he's had.
Coach, given all the losses you had last year on offense from quarterback on out, how do you feel about your offense at this stage of the year as compared to a year ago at this time?
I mean, I feel great. We're 11-1. We've made huge plays in critical times when we've had to have them. It's been a lot of different guys that have made big contributions. I think there was a lot of question marks for us at tight end coming into the season. You know, we lost a really dynamic player in Jordan Leggett, and I think Mylan Richard has really had a heck of a year for us. He's really stepped up, and you know, our receiving core collectively has combined. I mean, it's been fun to see. You know, I think everybody knew Dion and Ray and what their skill set and talent, and they've made big plays. But to see the young guys step up, I mean, DeAndre Overton is a kid that's made big plays for us this year. Amari Rogers is a freshman. T. Higgins is really starting to emerge and come on. Travion Thompson is a critical player for us. Renfro's Renfro. I mean, I didn't even mention T.J. Chase and Cornell. So it's been a very good group to see develop, and I think we got guys that are ready to go play at any time. And then our backs, you know, the big thing for me was I thought we would be better at running back and be able to run the football better, a little more balanced running the ball this year. And all those guys have made solid contributions to us. I trust those guys. Kelly was the big question mark, and I think he's done pretty good. I mean, we've played a very difficult schedule. I mean, we've played a tougher schedule this year than we had last year, you know, statistically and all that stuff. So, you know, I love where we are. You know, I'm proud of our staff. We found ways to win games, and you know, we had one that got away from us, but it's hard to win 11 games out of 12. So, you know, it's been a good year.
I know y'all recruited Travis Etienne because you knew he could play, but did you think it would come on this fast, this strong? Did you have any idea just what you were getting?
Not as much when we recruited him. I knew he was a great talent. You know, he played in a